Previously on Dice, Paper, Roll.
Calitras stepped through the portal, bidding Arikis come. But this bard, she resisted the pull, and ground she did give none. The Dentnaut, broken, drifted in space as a battle raged on her deck. Snatch, begoggled, leapt on Dent's back and shot him twice through the neck. Calitras poured his dark energy forth as he sought to corrupt the tear. Brackeye leapt forward, but his head was crushed, and for once he felt real fear. Thandor and Elan, hearing their gods, rushed to the fallen Brackeye's aid, lifting him up, healing his wounds, and with the power of both gods was saved. Brackeye, invigorated and filled with rage, the wolf took over his mind. From somewhere a voice called out to the beast, "The dear Moonchild," it cried. The bard, once again herself, stepped through to the burning deck. Just as Brackeye reached out and touched the tear, and everything went to heck.
Welcome to Dice, Paper, Roll, a Dungeons & Dragons comedy podcast.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. This is Book 2, Chapter 17.
Yeah.
And we're recording on the road. We are not in the pod cave. You cannot join us in the pod cave. You can join us in our Airbnb cave.
That's right. It's very homey and roomy and maybe a little bit echoey.
Little industrial. There's a little bit of exposed steel, which might reflect some sound.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit more alive in here, I feel.
Yeah. We're in the heart of Adelaide. We are in the midst of our Adelaide Fringe season, which has been fucking awesome fun.
Yeah, it's been great. Had an amazing opening weekend. The games have been fucking all great. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, and you would have heard them all by now, of course, as we've released, well, maybe some of them. We've released some of them by now, I assume.
Yeah.
One or two.
Definitely
At least
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but we are, as always, brought to you by our lovely and generous patrons who subscribe on Patreon to help us keep this little beast going. Who are they, Grego?
Big thank you to Alex Boak, Blade Douglas, Daniel King, Danielle B, Danny Carroll, Irene Cucci, Jasper Parker, Casper Morris, Leaf Burner, Lewis Potter, Liam Sterner R, Matthew Undeadban, Mika Wallace, Robbie Anderson, Ryan Lewis, Sammy Duncan, Trent Denham, and Trevor Goodchild. Thank you. Our eternal thanks to you for helping make this possible. The support of our patrons makes traveling to Adelaide to do the Fringe possible. It makes recording on holiday possible. There's so many, we couldn't do this without you, so thank you.
If you would like to support Dice, Paper, Roll, you can do that by becoming a patron of our show, a Patreon subscriber, www.patreon.com/Dice, Paper, Roll, to get access to all sorts of exclusive content, most especially the artwork by Jack Kirby Crosby, Instagram celebrity, Twitter arty, Facebook user, is Jack.
Yeah. And by now, I'm sure we will have overhauled Patreon. And by me saying this, we have to make sure we have. So, you'll be able to get some pretty cool stuff on there. Check it out.
Otherwise, you're a liar on a podcast.
Yeah. We've only got 18 weeks to do it. So let's get to it, boys.
We'll be doing it the night before this releases.
Absolutely.
Frantically
Or the
at
day
computer.
after. Yeah. Well, my name is Emil, and I play Brackeye the Goliath Barbarian, and sometimes werewolf. He's a Goliath, which is a mountainous, giant-like humanoid. He's 7 foot tall, give or take an inch or two. He could play center for the Philadelphia 76ers if Joel Embiid wasn't so damn good, but he is. So damn good. So damn good. By now, the playoffs are probably done, in which case you'll know the result, and I'll either be very happy or very sad. His skin is like the mountainside. It's rocky and strong, and he wields a great sword when he's not in werewolf form. He has an electric green stripe of lycra down his entire body, down his head in a mohawk, down his back, covering his middle back ear. And of course, he's got some sweet tattoos, which are like moonstones that glisten in his skin.
Did you say lichen or lycra there? Because I'm pretty sure you said he's got a
like
strip
lycra.
of green lycra.
It's canon.
He's wearing a mankini
He's just got like a swimmer's cap or like
that goes down to his butt crack.
It sounds like a mankini with an extra hat. Or you wear a mankini like over your head, stretch it up a bit.
We'll just let you think about that image for a moment, listeners.
Yeah.
And Jack, wherever you are, some artwork would be lovely on that one.
Brackeye in a thong. Thank you very much.
My name's Ben. I play Snatch, the halfling rogue. And also, by the way, now, a few levels in fighter. A bit of a gunslinger after our last campaign. So pretty excited about that. Snatch is curly of hair and sneaky by nature. He is in brand new possession of a wicked pair of goggles, which help him...
Look like a sick-ass steampunk.
Yeah, and he's got a couple of pistols and a musket. He's still got all the other equipment, still dressed like a pirate. But yeah, right now, I think he's like bleeding and battered and splinters from the ship that we're on at the moment after sliding across on my back or my knees underneath Dent and just loading a few bullets into him. That was fun.
It was pretty kick-ass. My name's Greg. I play Aaron Aeon. He's an Asamar sorcerer, a divine soul sorcerer who channels the power of his god Helm. He has long, blonde, flowing locks. He's skinny and tall and incredibly handsome. And he wears a long midnight blue robe now over the top of his waiter's garb, which he is still got on underneath. So smart black pants, white shirt, a pair of shiny black boots, and a tea towel over his arm, and a long flowing midnight blue robe, which is covered in stars and arcane runes.
Are you dressing in layers in order to stop us burning your clothes off or getting you naked in other ways?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. He's also wearing undergarments. He's wearing a full body sort of sleeper suit, the old fashioned one, and you were used to wear with the sleepy cap.
Yeah, with the little poop
Flap,
trap door.
Yep. And under that, he's also wearing boxer shorts.
And then briefs underneath
and
that.
Speedos. Just in case we have to get him down to the Tony Abbott.
And then a thong.
Yeah, could you make a chafe check, please?
The layers are to prevent chafe.
Okay.
Right, and I am Dan. I play Thandor, the human fighter and cleric of Tempest. So Thandor is... he's an anxious man, but he's been growing more in confidence, and he has these brilliant red mutton chops that poke out amongst his face. He's human, so he looks pretty normal to everyone, but he is dressed in...
Hey, let's not human normalize here.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he looks like a human. So he has two eyes, a nose, a mouth, and a pretty defined jaw. You can now tell it with the fact that his chin beard has been ripped off, and I guess maybe there's a little bit of stubble coming in. He hasn't had a shave. And yeah, he wears full plate armor, mithril plate armor, and now he wields this awesome electric glaive, which has I can't even remember if I did any damage yet with it.
It does do a lot of damage.
It does, but
I
you
don't know
need to
if
be
you're
able
aware
to
of
hit
that
with
yet.
it.
Yeah,
But
Gotta hit first.
but I don't only play Thandor because now I have taken the role of the Dungeon Master, and this being my first game, I'm really excited.
You know what else I'm excited about?
What's that?
Our very special guest at the table. DPR will be joined while we're in Adelaide and a little bit longer by a very, very special guest. We have Jack Kirby Crosby back for a JCK, brother.
Yeah, hey, I'm back for a little bit, back for the month. Here to play Ariki's song. Oh, that was a deeper Ariki song. Ariki's
Learn some
song.
lessons and some more experience.
What is Ariki's song for people who?
Oh
might
yeah.
not know?
Oh shit. Oh my god. There must be people who have been listening for just season 2.
Yeah.
And
Go-
wondering who the hell you are.
Yeah, go back, you dickheads.
Who's
40-something hours of quality content
Jesus.
there
Right there.
for free.
they're like, who's this Scottish bird at the beginning of every episode?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's me. So I play Ariki's song, who is a tiefling bard, and that I mean, you guys have got fancy things at the end of your name, like Cleric of Tempest, Cleric of Helm. What is it?
Cleric of apples.
Destroyer
Cleric
of Dent.
Yeah.
Eater of apples. Shitter of pants.
And Ariki's is just Ariki's song.
I'm sure you've been up to all sorts of no good.
Well, we will find out, won't we?
Unless you listen to the last few episodes.
Yeah,
maybe.
you probably already know some stuff. Yeah.
Well, on that note, shall we dive on in?
Fuck yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. The swirling sand floats through the air. Sand dunes shift with the wind. A bluish light starts to form the size of a needle's tip and grows larger, and then bursts in sudden brilliance. The sand particles are pushed back and the sand dunes are pressed down. The depression turns to glass, and then the light starts to dissipate. And at the center of the depression, 5 figures lay sprawled on the glittering glass. Could everyone please roll for me a constitution check?
Everyone. That means we're all together.
Is that a save or a check?
Yes.
Just a check.
That is a 12 for Braco.
12 for Snatch.
16 for Alan.
And motherfucking 17 for me.
Bo.
Boop-a-da-boo.
Great. Arikis, you are the first to come to. Thandor only had like an 11. So, still not rolling well. Yeah, Arikis, you come to, and there is sand particles floating in the wind. You are sitting at the base of this depression where it is all glass. The sand has been melted into glass, and you can see before you your 4 former friends. In the back of your mind, in that small spherical prison that you once were trapped in, a voice comes to you. Kill them. Kill them all.
No.
I will have my revenge. You have not seen the last of me, Orikis. And so the rest of you all start to come to. Alan, Brackeye, Snatch, and Thandor's eyes flutter open. And you see through the sand particles flying through the air. It's a little bit hazy, but you can see your friend, Arikis, standing amongst you. She looks beautiful, like more beautiful than you can possibly imagine. She doesn't look the same as she once did, but she does, but her features now seem so refined and beautiful that it's alien to you.
Brackeye holds his hand up to Ariki's face and cups her cheek and looks into her eyes. Is that you?
Who else would it be?
Snatch hurtles straight towards the two of you and just hugs you around the legs. Arikis!
You're back!
Alan stands behind Brackeye, wringing his hands, just tears streaming down his face as he looks at Ariki's. Help! I leap forward and grab you in an embrace as well, crushing Snatch against your legs.
I'm so happy it doesn't hurt. Thandor's jaw is just wide open as tears start to stream down his cheeks, and is just absolutely gobsmacked. Just Arikis?
fellas, you're likely to squeeze some tears out of me.
I'll do my best. And Brackeye puts his arm around everyone and tries to bring everyone into a massive big group. We thought you were gone.
As you do that, like sort of cartoon streams of liquid burst from Ariki's eyes.
I thought you were going to say, like, Ariki's eyes pop out. Oh, well, eye.
Brackeye's
It's only
strong,
one
it's not-
stream as well, I guess. Or one of them's just leaking.
behind the eye patch.
Bit of blood coming down as well.
Oh, gross.
Not as happy, but
I know.
still.
It doesn't take us long to...
Are you... Alan checks, like touches Ariki's back, looking for the scar or the wound from the chain that ripped through her. You're okay? Do you need healing?
I mean, it always feels nice, but looking at my character sheet, I don't think I do.
Helm. That's my healing word.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good. That feels really good. I feel like I'm at home. Although I don't... Where are we?
You don't recognize this place?
This happened again, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I think my eyes are a bit blurry. I think I've got a bit of sleep in my eyes, or grit, or
Yeah, it's
sand.
kind of, it's a bit hard to see, like, as the wind continues to swirl the sand particles around. You really start to feel quite quickly like your lips starting to become chapped. And the sand particles clumping and like removing any of the moisture around your eyes and that sort of thing. It is a bit hard to see.
Dry as a goat screwed up in here.
It is. Not that I've got context for that, but don't worry. I've got all these
I can
spare.
assure you, very dry.
I believe you. I've got all these spare waiters' outfits we could use to wrap around our heads.
Protect yourselves from the wind and sand.
All
And-
these spare outfits I've got.
And also, actually, Snatch, you're seeing fine because you have the goggles on, so you're actually able to make out everything quite clearly. Your eyes are feeling fine. You're probably got the best sight of anyone.
Brackeye pulls out the ornamental goggles that he had with him, puts them on, goes, looks around, and goes, "Oh, my eyes! The goggles do nothing!" and then throws them away.
Worth it. Well, I can see all right. My lips are still a bit chapped, though. What do I see, DM?
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, that's 19 plus 9. 28.
Awesome. So you can see off the edge of this depression. So there's sand dunes all around you. These mountainous sand dunes that have been collecting up against old castles and buildings. It seems like you are in like an old, forgotten city. Towers jut out. The stone has become worn and some of it has collapsed. But you can make out these kinds of buildings that are just completely buried underneath the sand.
All right, but nobody else, no one alive, no one moving. There's no one from where we just were, from the ship.
No, you can't see any other movement other than the sand just whipping around all around you.
Can I see any kind of place that might look like it'd likely be shelter?
Yeah, you can see amongst the buried buildings one tower that is jutting out, and you can't make it to the actual base of it, but it's broken away, and there seems to be a bit of an opening halfway up the sand dune.
Right, everyone. I think I see a place where we might be able to get some shelter, and then we can, hug it out and talk a bit more in there.
Yeah, this wind is really... yeah, we need to get some fucking shelter.
It's really, it's a good exfoliant, but I wouldn't want to be out here too long.
No, it's already getting in all the places.
Hey.
Follow me, everyone.
Great. As you start walking along the glass, it starts to crack and chip away as you walk along it. Who's wearing shoes?
I got thongs on.
I am.
I'm wearing shiny waiters
So they're
shoes.
flip-flops.
I
for our
assume I'm
Americans.
wearing shoes. Am I wearing shoes?
Yeah, you wear boots, yeah.
Not me, I'm a halfling.
All right. So it's slow going. It is difficult terrain as the shards of glass start to break and slip away. And Brackeye, you take...
Mate, I'm wearing thongs. There's no chance I can get cut on my feet.
You take 2 points of piercing damage just as some of the glass gets wedged in between the middle thong bit and goes into the webbing of your toes.
It's going to make these difficult to walk in.
Shoes.
And Snatch, you also take 1 point. With your sturdy halfling feet, they don't really need to wear shoes, so your feet are really tough. You get a little cut down the center of your foot, but you take 1 point of slashing damage.
Barely even noticed it.
So you slowly make your way up out of the glass depression and onto the sandy banks, and you start making your way towards the tower. Snatch leads the way as he has the best eyesight, and the sand is just constantly buffeting at you. It's really like gale force winds as you slowly trek through the sand and make your way to the tower. You climb up the side of it, and then you make your way inside the tower. The howling wind has stopped, and the sand is no longer, it's not smacking you in the face, but there is all sand throughout the tower as little pockets has made its way through and whatnot.
Oh, thank God. It's so gritty.
Does anyone have any water or anything?
So thirsty.
Nah. I mean, no.
No. All good.
Well, or at least out of the worst of it.
Still, yeah, it is dry as a frog's dog in here.
Frogs, dogs, yeah. I can definitely second that.
Arikis, where have you been? What? We thought we'd lost you.
Well, I mean, you did. You did lose me. I was dragged into hell, as it turns out.
Hell?
For a long time. A really long time.
What?
Hell,
2, 3 days, 4
yeah,
days?
it's been
Been like what? Maybe a week?
Yeah, no longer, surely.
Didn't move past the second stage of grief, that's for sure. So, must be about a week.
Still in denial.
I mean, it must have been, I don't know, like weeks, years, ages. I lost track of time, to be honest.
Whoa.
How did you escape?
We came through the portal onto the ship, and there you were.
Who's we?
You four.
Who were you with when you came through the portal?
yeah.
Calitras?
Shit.
Yeah, that smug-looking piece of shit.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Wait, what?
Stupid face.
He came with you through the portal.
What were you doing with him?
Fuck.
Well, that's a sad story, actually. He did things to me. On the other side, far away. Deep into hell.
Are you all right?
No.
What kind of things did he do to you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, torture, obviously. Psychological and physical.
Looks like you've had some work done too. Is that part of
Yeah.
the...
Does Botox included in that, or?
He give you a facelift?
Rhinoplasty?
Not that I... maybe?
You look different is all.
And Brackeye reaches out the side of the tower opening and pulls a piece of glass and holds it up to Ariki's to show her for in reflection.
See?
Yeah, there was just having to be a mirror flying past.
It's a piece of glass, so she looks through it and just sees Brackeye.
Oh my god! What's
See,
happened to
you look
me?
different.
I'm all made of stone!
No, that's Brackeye, but you are
You're beautiful.
beautiful.
Brackeye angles
I was
the
always
glass.
beautiful. What are you talking about?
No,
No.
but even more so. It's
Like-
like otherworldly or something.
It's I mean,
Breathtaking.
Almost unnatural.
it is.
Too perfect.
I mean, too perfect, obviously. Like, how could you be the best looking person in the party?
I wouldn't worry, Aylan. I mean, you're still pretty good looking.
Thank you.
Yeah, but you're missing an eye, and it's like it's still
If anything, it makes you look fucking hotter.
it's
I know.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Don't like to objectify, but wow.
Well, I guess we'll get to the bottom of that later. Probably has something to do with the devil blood.
What's that about the
Devil?
thing you come again?
Right, yeah. So Calitras injected me with quite a lot of blood.
Oh.
Fortunately, I guess we were the same type.
Yeah, must have done his research.
Just be negative.
Probably
Be
D.
really fucking
No,
negative.
it's D negative.
D.
Devil
D.
negative.
devil negative. So I guess, maybe that had something to do with it.
You still seem pretty normal. Are you still you?
I feel like me.
Can you still shred?
Yeah.
Feeling the power of Helm coursing through him with the new robe on, Alan is looking at Ariki's and thinking, is worried about this devil blood that's coursing through her veins. And as he's wondering what Ariki's could be thinking, he subtle spells a detect thoughts on Ariki's. So,
Nice.
And Ariki's pulls her lute that you know is familiar, and she begins to play. And it's a sad song, but it's nice.
There's a sick guitar solo in it.
It's in minor.
Yeah, okay.
can you tell me what your thoughts are first?
So first of all,
This is really exciting. I'm so happy to be with my friends, but oh my god, it was really dark and hell.
You'll kill them all.
I've done terrible things.
Alan, hearing the second voice, cuts off the spell without probing deeper.
I don't feel any of it. Okay.
You continue to play the sad tune on your lute as Alan is able to creep into your mind without you even knowing about it. And those thoughts that run through your head, you then start to imbue them into the lute, and you continue to play a sad song.
What a song, Ricky. It's beautiful.
Thank you. It feels different.
I've missed your music.
Would I be able to name that song?
Name it?
Yeah, it really affected me.
Of course.
Well, given where we are and where we found ourselves, I think the only logical name would be Sandstorm. I think you'll agree it's appropriate. I feel lost in the sandstorm right now, and
It's very poignant, Brackeye.
Aye.
this changing around from place to place is too rude.
Wait.
It's too rude. That's right.
It's too rude. Yeah,
Too rude. Too rude.
Worth it. That's great.
I think that's a great name for this particular song. Should we make camp or anything urgent we need to do? Or
Water is kind of
Yeah,
pressing,
I'm
right?
thirsty.
Yeah.
I'm also thirsty.
Thandor, seeing the need of the group, he looks deep within himself and says, Tempest, are you there? I need your help once more. Me and my friends were in this tower and it's all sandy and stuff, and I was just wondering if maybe there's some way, I don't know, that you could maybe create water for us? Because that would really help at the moment.
Alright, here you fucking go.
Tempest! Oh, thank you!
Keep it down. I got a bit of a hangover. Been out with them bastards. Tempest and hell on my side.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you don't mind, I'll just give you the water and hang up now.
Yeah, maybe have some water yourself.
Alright.
Yeah, and suddenly up through the base of the tower, the sand suddenly starts to become discolored and it goes darker as then water starts to be pulled up through the sand and is now starting to pool right at your feet.
That's quite miraculous.
Oh, shit. That guy drops to the ground and starts, like, lapping it up again. Oh, it's pretty sandy, but it's worth it.
At least it's filtered.
Yep, that's all. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Splash.
And the water just keeps on coming up
Okay.
more and more. So
Well,
there's
okay, no, that's
this
not.
is,
That's well,
a total of 10 gallons. So it's not like
no.
we're going to drown.
no,
But
that's fine.
Huh.
Don't
people
fade
can
away.
drown in less than 10 gallons of water, mate.
Yeah, especially
that's
small
true.
children. Lucky there's none of them around here.
Yeah, pool safety, everybody.
Has anyone eaten in the last half hour?
Don't want to get cramp, that's right.
yeah, so you all take a drink from this sandy water and you feel refreshed. You can feel the sand and the grit in your mouth and down your throat, but just the taste of water is refreshing and rejuvenating to you.
It's damp as a mushroom's lounge room in here. I made that one up.
Oh, really?
Good work. Good work. That was a good
Surprising.
one. Keep that one in your rotation.
All right, yeah, but we'll make a note of that.
What do you reckon this place is?
Well, fuck, I don't know. We've been to a jungle.
Yeah.
Been
To an ash world.
Right, when they're flying around high above the plains of the Earth, or whatever Earth it was destroyed, and shit. We've been through a lot.
It's been a pretty strange week or so, to say the least.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be anywhere, really. Anywhere.
As soon as you were sucked down to hell, we were taken away from Greymid. We were transported away. We saw
yeah.
moons colliding. The two moons collided.
Huh.
And then the asteroids fell and
Rained down fire and fury.
and then the Flash, one huge asteroid, and then we were in a cave in the jungle
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
where the lion sleeps.
No, the lion.
Oh
bit
no,
was
that
later.
was
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, we woke up in a temple room that was like the one we were in, but it was like old. And then we came out into a cave, and then we looked out, and then there was this jungle.
Yeah, and this massive meteorite hit the Earth, and Brackeye.
I've
Brackey's had some changes.
I've gone full wolf, buddy. It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Huh.
Remember that time he got bitten by a walt?
Yeah. I was wondering about
Yeah, it
that.
turns out
Yeah.
that had consequences.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just turns out we should have done something about that.
Yeah, we should have been quicker on that one.
That's our bad.
Yeah.
That's our. Yeah, I'm going to put my hand up for that
Yeah,
one.
me
So,
too.
Anyway,
Me too.
Brackeye.
you don't need to feel bad. I need to take personal responsibility for my own health.
No, that's true.
You know.
and
That's
for
true.
crushing my head and almost killing me. But
Well,
I
you need to
sort
take
of-
personal responsibility for your health. You know, it's
That's
hardly
fair.
my fault.
That's
there
also
either.
fair.
Oh, I've got a new signature move.
Oh, really? What is it?
Want to see it? And I tumble
Hey.
over, duck around, and climb up your back, and then like holding my dagger to your eye, your good one. But I'm like, it's all right. I'm not going to stab you. This is it. Like normally I do the stabby just here, but yeah, it's pretty good. I've called it my signature move. These guys aren't very happy about it though, because I've only done it twice.
I feel like your signature move would be like carving an S on something. Yeah. Signature. That's
Just an S, just
Yeah, right.
with your blade.
S
I was
and a little
proud of it.
apple or
Yeah.
That's super impressive, Snatch.
What was that?
S with like a little apple or shit or something.
All right. Well, yeah, secret hobby. Yeah. Anyway, then we met. I don't know. Lots has happened. Lots has happened.
What? So, you were with Calitras. How did you
fight him off?
Yeah, how did you get away?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's weird, actually. It was like when I was close to him, he had full control over me. I couldn't stop myself from doing anything that he commanded almost. And when I saw you, I was able to take control. And I went through the portal.
But he came through with you.
Aye, so we didn't have... Or maybe we got transported before he could take control. I'm not really sure. Brackeye, I've seen Amelia, or is it Emily? It's Amelia. Amelia.
Amelia?
Aye. She's alive.
He's alive. Good.
Wait, sorry, I have to ask this question. Which one was Amelia?
Amelia, I wasn't there.
You remember the daughter of the innkeeper?
Oh, yeah.
She died. She died badly.
Yeah, but then
But the daughter of the
other person.
the whole reason I'm on this quest to begin with.
Dale.
Dale's daughter.
Dale!
I must save her to, in some way, make up for the loss of Emily.
She's quite powerful, you know.
She's what?
What?
She's just a child.
Right.
Well, Calatress...
She's got a lot of Pokemon cards or Pogs or something.
Digimon,
That
whatever
stuff
it
is
is
pretty
these days.
powerful in the schoolyard.
Pogs?
Insert relevant cultural reference.
Has a
More
large
up to
collection
date.
of marbles.
Tazos?
all of the above, I think.
Killing it on a fortnight. Yeah, right.
What makes you say that, though?
Yeah.
Calatress said something about her. Something about how she's got some sort of power that she's not able to dig into, but it's there. I think it's why she's still alive. Possibly.
So she's with Calatress
Aye.
in hell.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. It's like a cake. It's several layers down.
Like an opera cake.
Yeah, like
Aye.
there's 9 layers. That's one thing I say a bit, at least. What in the 9 hells is this? Anyway, I knew that.
I thought you meant opera cake, which you also say a lot.
Say a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I please have an opera cake and a cup of tea?
This opera cake is not as good as the last opera cake.
I prefer this opera cake to the matcha opera
The
cake.
chantilly cream in this opera cake is delicious. Thank you very much for the opera cake.
Aye, something like that. Although she's in the second one. I don't know if it's the second from the bottom or second from the top.
Right. We need to find out how to get back to hell and get her back from the clutches of Calatress. Or if he's here, he'll know.
Whoa. That's just like climbing into the
Hell.
jaws of death. Why
You
would we
want
even...
to go to hell?
Yeah, why would we do that? I mean, we don't owe...
You can do whatever you want, but I need to save her.
Aye, I would also like to save her.
She's where it's all started, where we come from. I'm with you, Brackeye. Let's go to hell.
We could have prevented it. That's the thing.
Helm put me here for a reason, and it's to help you help a little girl who might be more than she seems, possibly.
She's-
because a devil said so. That seems like a good reason.
I'm glad we're talking the same language.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not entirely convinced. I'm not saying I won't help. I think it's a pretty crazy idea. What, Fandor, what do you think?
Well, I don't know who this young girl is. I never met her, but I know my friends, and I can see how passionate you are about this, Brackeye, and
Remember that time we were off camera and I told you all about it?
Well, I must say, I'll do anything for you, and if it means going to hell and back, then fuck it, I'm in.
So, just a small matter of how do we get to hell?
Well, I've got no fucking idea.
I do.
Okay.
Oh.
Calatress followed you in. Calatress. He knows. He's from there.
Right. So we just need to find Calatress.
Fucking squeeze him.
Well, what did he want with you, Arikis? I mean, if you're gone, surely he'll be looking for you. Maybe we can lay an ambush or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did he take you?
Why did he take me?
Why did
To
he
hell.
inject you with devil blood and do horrible things to you? I mean, he must
Yeah.
have had a reason.
Why did the devils pursue you?
I suppose it's got something to do with the song. My song. It didn't happen the way it was supposed to when we were in Greymead. It wasn't meant to go the way it went, and it did. It went a different way, and having gone a different way, I guess it meant I was a target.
I think it was clear you have some power that no doubt they want.
Immense power.
If you can prevent literal moons colliding, then your power must exceed all of ours.
Well, I don't know about that. I think we're stronger together than we are apart.
Well, I don't think that those two statements are contradictory, but let's agree that we are stronger together.
Let's agree to agree.
Yeah.
So are you saying the moons, you could have stopped them from colliding? Because
Well-
the other places we've been in, that's still gone down.
Yes. It's been happening across the whole multiverse. Calitras showed me.
What's
The multiverse.
Yeah.
Is that like a malt flavored?
Is it like an
World?
opera layered?
Yeah, malted
Big
cake.
shake.
Well, you see, you got there's a lot of worlds in different dimensions. Like hell is one, and well, I don't know where we are right now, but this is another one. There's one made like a square-shaped world, cuboid.
You did say that.
Wow.
so?
The jungle
That was a different world as well.
and
And Dent and Lion and
Yeah, the Ash world.
Lysandra and-
Nightport.
That what if in all the different worlds there's someone who, I mean, we've seen people who look similar to the people that we know in Greymead.
Well, that will make sense.
Like
Aye.
Bex.
That's correct.
Bex.
I think
Lady
that's
V.
what would be the case.
We saw
There-
a Bex that it looked like Bex, but he didn't speak our language. He didn't know me. And we were best buds.
They're like mirrors of each other in a way, but different. With different rules and ways of being, I guess.
Did the disaster happen in each of them?
Aye. Unfortunately, I think ours was potentially the most important one. The only one that could have stopped any of this from happening.
So are you the one thing that connects it all? That's what Calitras wants with you?
I suppose that's what he thinks. I don't know if I believe that.
Well, if you were the only thing that could stop it, maybe if we get Calitras, we can make him tell us how to make it all better again. How to reverse the collisions.
I don't know that he will tell us. Maybe.
He's the only person here we know, and we know he knows something about it. I say we find out.
Inside your mind, Arikis, a voice says,
Calitras isn't the only one who knows. Let me take control, Arikis, and I'll take you back. I'll take you back home.
Hold on. Fellas, I have a potential way that we could do this, but you're gonna have to trust me. Fellas, I have a potential way that we could do this, but you're gonna have to trust me. And you're gonna have to stop me from doing anything for a bit.
Those two statements sound contradictory.
Yeah.
And by that I mean you have to bind me to something and not let me move.
I can do
why?
that.
I might be able to provide more information, but it's locked deep within my head and
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
What?
What's going on? I'm
What's
lost.
wrong?
You mean the voice?
How do you know?
Look, a little awkward. Helm lets me hear the thoughts of others from time to time. And when you were back, I couldn't believe it, but I just wanted to make sure you were okay. And I heard her.
Well, I guess you know then. I guess we'll just wait.
Who is she?
Maybe you can you go in?
I could try, yeah. I could try and read her thoughts.
Who is who? What are you saying?
There's a
What's
second-
going on?
Still lost.
Can you read my thoughts? Yum, 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 yum. But Thandor's just saying it out loud.
Yes, I can. You're thinking about opera cake.
Yum.
No, that's me.
Oh, sorry. No. Yes, I can try and there's a second voice in Ariki's head, a much deeper Scottish accent. Deeper
Aye.
voice.
Darker?
Scottish, yes, darker, more evil.
What's it say?
Well, it's
Dark
it
things.
said yes.
How long have you had this voice in your head, Arikis?
When?
I've had a voice in my head too a bit.
Well, since the demon blood That's probably what it is. It's probably the demon blood. Devil blood. It's like Emily and... Is it devil or demon? I don't know. They all look the same back there.
So, if there's a devil warring for your consciousness, perhaps I can read its thoughts without you having to give it control. Will you let me try?
Is this the same force that Calitras used to control you?
Yes. Though I really think it's a good idea not... You need to restrain me somehow. I don't trust it.
Sorted. Brackeye
I don't...
gives Ariki's a bear hug and holds her arms, pins her arms by her side.
I'll hold on to your loot, if you don't mind.
That's a good idea.
Great. Brackeye, could you just roll a strength check for me with advantage?
Good. Yep, good. That's 18. No, it's not. It's only 16.
16, cool.
As Brackeye pins Ariki's down, I come forward and place my hand on either side of Ariki's head, on either side of her face, and press my forehead to hers. Helm, show me the beast. And so I'm going to make a dive. So it's usually an unwilling creature who makes a save, but I think particularly because I'm trying to read the devil's mind.
Yeah, I won't use the rainbow
So
dice.
it's a wisdom saving throw, DC 19.
Wait, I think who's rolling that?
It's
the demon, I guess.
Devil.
Devil. Say it 9 times.
Think of it
out.
like eggs,
Devil,
because you
devil.
don't have demoned eggs, but you do have deviled
Deviled
eggs.
That's true.
I think it was the eggs.
Do you want to do it, Danny?
I think it's probably better, just because
yolk,
also
Ben.
I rolled very poorly,
Great.
and I rolled a 3.
Oh, good.
Okay, so
Oh, you should take this pin off. You still have that? I know. It's
Oh,
bizarre.
shit, I lost mine.
It's the only thing that binds us all together.
Oh. Look, that's really hurtful.
I'm just joking.
My feelings.
You can have... No, I need it.
Oh, thanks. Yoink.
So you place both your hands like about an inch away on either side of Ariki's temples, and you place your forehead against hers, and then you cast Detect Thoughts, and your mind melds into hers, and you feel from where the point of your foreheads are touching that the pressure softens and becomes like water, and your head feels like it pushes into her own, and then you find yourself in this cubed prison. The walls have all been hacked away at and chiseled away so that it makes a cube, and inside you see another Ariki's, even more impossibly beautiful, and with a fiendish light in her eyes.
Ariki's is no longer alone, you devil bitch. And then I want to grab her by the throat and slam her up against the side of the chamber.
I was also
Right.
thinking that maybe it sits like that, like the point is at the center of the floor, so it's like you can never stand on a flat surface.
That's cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. You could you just roll a quick strength check for me? Yes,
My mind.
with your mind. So maybe do an athletics check with an intelligence modifier.
Intelligence-based strength, acrobatics, athletics check. That's cool.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get that very often.
No.
That's wicked.
I don't even know if that's how it works.
Oh. 2.
You feel your mind harden around your intention, and you reach your hand out and go for this fiendish Ariki's throat, and your hand passes through her throat as if she was a gaseous form, and she slowly melds away and then is standing behind you.
I spin around and I summon all the power of Helm within me to bolster my mental strength while I'm inside Ariki's mind. The light begins to glow all around me. My eyes begin to shine and my wings unfurl behind me with a golden light just brightening the chamber all around me and summoning that energy of Helm. I want to rush forward again and grab her by the upper arms on both sides and try and lift her in the air with my wings beating.
Great. Do a grapple check and add your intelligence. Oh, that is awesome.
Beautiful.
That's so good.
That's amazing.
I was holding my breath.
As the wings sprout and the blue luminescence of your helm, your helmic power,
Your helmet.
as your wings unfurl and the power of Helm radiates around you, and you brighten this dark cornered cell, the devil Orikis hisses in pain against the power of it, and you rush up, lifting Devil Orikis up from underneath the arms and hold her aloft, looking her directly in the face.
Tell me how to set Arikis free and tell us how to get to hell and reverse all of this shit you've done. Arikis will never be free. Not from me. But I can help you. I can lead the way back to the hell.
I want to do an insight check to see if she's tricking me.
That's where we need
20.
the rolls.
You can tell that as Devil Orikis said that Arikis will never be free of her, there was a slight flicker of fear in her own eyes when she said that. But when saying that she will tell you how to reach the 9 hells, she was being genuine.
Tell me how to reach the 9 hells, and I may not destroy you. Let me down, and I will show you the way.
I want to lift her higher, like flap my wings and lift her higher and just concentrate, summoning all of Helm's energy that I can to shine brighter.
Tell me how to get to hell! If you kill me, you won't know.
I let the light fade slightly and float down to the floor of the cell and push her backwards.
Tell me how to get to hell. I cannot tell you, but I can show you through Arikis. I will lead the way.
I withdraw from Ariki's mind and step back from...
You feel your avatar that was floating in this prison retreat and form back into your own mind, and you feel your physical body reforming once more, and then the pressure of your forehead against Ariki's as you gasp back into your body and pull your head away.
And that's why Angora goats make the best goat balls. Snatch.
Really?
That's the reason.
Wow.
Yep.
That is... I never knew that.
Right.
I never heard of that
And you
before.
won't forget about the 5 starting positions either, of course.
No, of course. That's embedded in me now.
If only I could detect thoughts on 2 people at once. It seems like I missed a riveting conversation.
Talked all about the 89 championships.
Real nail biter by the sound of it.
Yeah, the Granites really nearly took it up to them.
Oh, you're back. You're back, Aylan.
Yes, are you alright, Arikis?
Yeah, nothing bad happened.
Am I safe to let go?
I confronted the devil in Ariki's mind. It's trapped in a strangely carved out cell in her mind. It's her, but more devilish. I could possibly destroy her in there, but she says the only way that she can take us to hell is by taking control of Ariki's.
So, not safe to let go then.
I don't want to be her.
Let it go.
The choice must be yours, Ariki's, and yours alone.
There has to be another way.
Well, we haven't found Calitras yet.
We haven't looked.
I only want to do that as a last resort. I'm not I did bad things as her.
It's not you. Don't worry. It's not you.
How about we make a deal? If you go to do anything really fucked up, we'll stop you. And maybe I'll keep holding on to this. And I hold up the loot.
You're getting better, actually. I've noticed.
That tabs book you gave him really helped.
I play a really, really bad chord.
Not bad.
There's no way of us actually knowing if Calitras is here with us, is there?
No, he was on that ship.
I feel like I would know if he was here.
Can you feel him nearby? Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, so I can... 16.
You reach out, knowing that connection between you and Calitras and the amount of time spent in torment under his brutal rule of you. You know him intrinsically, and you reach out, but you can't feel him close by.
Wait, I learnt a new trick while I was away. Do you want to give me my loot back?
Oh, I was just getting good too.
Is that a good idea?
It's fine.
I trust her. I hand it back.
I don't know about this.
It's fine.
I'm sorry, Alan.
I mean, it's fine. Sorry. It's fine. No devilish influence left in me.
Just got to shake that out, I guess.
Sorry, yeah. Just crick in the neck.
I cast Scry. Scrying.
On the pool of water.
On the pool of water.
On the piece of glass that I've got. It's got to be useful for something. Please, do it on that.
Or the piece of glass floating in the pool of water.
Fine, compromise is best, I guess.
Aye, we'll do it on that then. And I cast Scrying on that. I start playing a song and sand wisps up around the lute and then launches into the glass, shattering it across the surface of the water.
And the glass then begins to melt and then fuse in with the water, and it becomes as if it was all one piece of solid glass. And you look into it, and you look into the 9 hells, and you look into a familiar room that you spent a lot of time in. And Calitras, there, sitting on his throne, looks directly back at you, Arikis. I'm so glad that you decided to check in. So, you're all there, the Tide 5. This is interesting now.
You've got Amelia.
I do.
Well, guess what, Calitras? We're coming to get her.
We're coming for you.
So buckle up, boyo, because we're coming to fuck you up.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
It's going to get hot as an anchor's wanker in there.
It's already quite hot there, Brackeye. I don't think we want it more hot.
Oh, you think it's hot, but we're going to bring the heat.
We're going to rub our hands together really, really quickly.
I get the last line, damn it. Fuck you guys. I look forward to it. And that's where we'll end the game.
Thanks for tuning in to Dice Paper Roll. That is, of course, Book 2, Chapter 17, The Reunion. Or something else, whatever we decide to call it. But that's what I'm calling it right now in the outro. Join us in a fortnight for brand new adventures featuring the Tide 5, Brackeye,
Snatch!
Alan!
Thandor!
And Arikis!
Tide 5,
Out!
Well, we're here with the Tight 5 once again for
Loose 10 with the Tide 5. It's a dissection, baby.
the first Loose 10 with the actual Tide 5.
Tide 5, yeah. First time ever.
Nice job, Danny.
exceptional.
Welcome back, Jack.
Yeah.
It's so good to have you at the table.
Yeah, I think we were nervous before the beginning of this show. I think we weren't like sure what the energy would be, but as soon as we got in, as soon as the Rikis got hugged, I was there. It was really good.
Yeah, man, it was. I've missed this. You know.
Yeah. It was. I really wanted to have that role play, and I think like just taking that time and like, I mean, that was the whole episode. I was expecting that you guys were going to be on your way to the 9. Like, I mean, you're on your way to doing it, but I thought that we were going to be basically there by the end of that first episode. But just the role play kept on ticking along, and it was kept on rolling, and it was awesome. That's stuff that you doing the detect thoughts on.
Yeah, that was fucking
That
cool.
was so cool. I was like, holy shit, that is fucking awesome.
Great description of it though too. When you went into like you
the
touched
mock
foreheads and went
burns, yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
And,
Like a Venn diagram.
I was so hoping you would like go in there, like into that room. When you said that, I was like, oh,
and
That it had been chiseled away by you from when it was the
into a D8 resting on its
Yeah.
corner. Or
I'll have
or a
to
D6,
make a
so.
point of making it a D8
Yeah.
floating on its point at some point.
Yeah. And fucking great that the dice rolled a 20 for you there, Gregor.
So good.
Oh, beautiful. I rolled with disadvantage on that, and I rolled a 17 and a 16. Like, I still rolled really well, but a fucking nat 20 was just like, I love it when it's like a nat 20 at the fucking
Right time.
right moment
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah. It's so fun as well to be in the middle of the Adelaide Fringe Festival doing our live shows and then to get back to the pod cave, like the usual story, and play the characters in that different format. 'Cause
Yeah.
it is a slight change.
Big change.
Yeah,
But it's so
big
good.
deal.
Real good.
We could not have done. Well, I mean, we could have, but I mean that whole episode of just like talking things out and just like really just staying with it, like, you know, that'd be interesting as a live show or whatever. But like, I don't think that we would have afforded ourselves the same amount of time to go through.
No.
No way.
Because there's always that pull to
Next
entertain
thing.
a bit or crack a joke or advance the story.
Yeah.
And I think like for listeners, they might not be aware, but because we knew Jack was coming back for Adelaide Fringe and we knew that the best way to write him in was going to be at the start of Danny's arc. We've been playing a lot of the most recent episodes. We knew pretty much from my start of my arc through to the end of Greg's, so we had to get through 16 episodes before Adelaide. So we did a lot.
We've done a lot of recording.
Yeah. So it kind of was nice to come back to it today after. When was the last time we played? Like the end of yours? Like a couple of weeks ago,
Couple of
maybe?
weeks ago, yeah,
Like even
not
that
long.
2-week break feels quite large after the amount that we've been playing.
Well, we've been playing every weekend
Yeah.
for a couple of months now. And it's good. It feels like a lot is converging at the moment. And there was a lot of information that was coming out in that role play, which I think is...
Well, Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, hopefully the listeners feel a bit more
Filled in on the matter.
filled in on stuff.
How has it been back after 6, 7, 8 months?
Yeah, it was amazing. I think it has been interesting doing the live shows and being a Riki's in the live shows, and I have kind of felt a little bit disconnected from her. But yeah, coming to the table and actually doing serious stuff. Like I think you're right. Like when we're at the live shows, there is a feeling of like, oh, we've got to be funny all the time, and it's nice to be able to like, we're gonna just
Deep dive.
we're gonna do fucking proper full nerd, which is great. I really, really enjoyed it, and I like being able to bring that intensity to it as well was really nice.
I wonder if you'll feel more of a connection in tonight's live show.
I was definitely feeling that. I think I'm excited for tonight. I'm really, really looking forward to it. It's good.
You're up, Ben.
Yeah, I'm fucking stoked. I'm looking forward to it.
And that is it for another week of Loose 10 with the Tight 5.
Dissection.
Of dissection, yeah. And of dice paper roll for another fortnight. Weeks, fortnights. You know what? Jack's back. Jack's back.
Jack's back.
I'm back.
Well, we'll see you soon. Good night and helm bless.
Helm's blessing upon ye.
and Tempest.
Fuck that guy.
I thought you meant opera cake, which you also say a lot.
Yeah.
Can I please have an opera cake and a cup of tea?
This opera cake is not as good as the last opera cake.
I prefer this opera cake to the matcha opera
The
cake.
chantilly cream in this opera cake is delicious. Thank you very much for the opera cake.
Helm.